All right, it's time for this week's City Chronicles, a weekly look back at Vegas history and happenings. And let's start with one of the most bizarre events in boxing history.
He hit him again. He did it again. Mike Tyson has beaten Evander Holyfield for the second time.
In 1997, Mike Tyson was disqualified for biting Evander Holyfield's ear twice. The incident went down in the third round and led to absolute chaos at the MGM Grand. So why did Tyson do it? According to Holyfield, Tyson bit him because he knew he was going to get knocked out, and he chose to lose via a DQ instead. Now, Tyson claims it was retaliation for headbutts that Holyfield gave earlier in the fight. Tyson was suspended and fined $3 million for the incident. July 2nd, 1958, the Stardust held its grand opening. Bob Hope and Milton Berle were the big celebrities in attendance. Through the years, the Stardust was home to many performers, including Siegfried and Roy and Wayne Newton. The hotel was imploded in 2007. Resorts World now stands in its place. And by the way, the Stardust took $10 million to build. Resorts World, $4.3 billion. The first weekend of July in 1969, it was a busy one. On July 1st, the Landmark Hotel opened. Opening night, it was like a Hollywood premiere. The Apollo 10 astronauts were the first to enter the property, followed by celebrities including Cary Grant, Dean Martin, Tony Bennett, Wilt Chamberlain, and members of the LA Rams. Then on July 2nd, the International Hotel opened. We now know it as the Westgate. The hotel's first headliner was Barbra Streisand. And then Elvis arrived at the end of the month, and the King would go on to have over 600 sold-out shows at the International.
Babe, I got you, babe.
Kendall's favorite, wrapping up a busy weekend in 1969. On July 3rd, SONNY and CHER made their Las Vegas debut at the Flamingo. In 1994, the Canadian Football League expanded into the United States. In Las Vegas, we had a team. June 29th, 1994, at Sam Boyd Stadium, the Las Vegas Posse had their first preseason game against the Edmonton Eskimos. The Posse only lasted one season. They had a losing record. The team, they had evening practices at a makeshift field in a parking lot outside the Riviera. And imagine playing football right now. The heat was so bad that coaches were allowed to be shirtless and barefoot. Last one, July 3rd, 1979, Caesars Palace. They had an interesting headliner, rain. They called it the Caesars Palace flood of 1975. Over 400 cars were destroyed from this massive storm. It all went down July 4th weekend. Imagine coming outside to get your car and you're like, whoa, it rained last night. That's your Sin City Chronicles for this week. Las Vegas Now will be right back.